Alright. With the Caprice coin we just got from Lord Zeros, the last one is in here. The shop.
Why are these coins in such weird places?
It's Orlesian. Better not to know.
So, is that it? That's the whole game?
Yes, I won.
Let's just get going.
I gotta go punch a dude in the face.
Tell the elf that her pleas are for nothing. She's pretty enough, I suppose. No doubt there are some men who would like that sort of thing.
We can chat him up, but we talk with our fists.
And our knees.
You have it! Tell me you have it.
What do you think?
Good, then we can find the jewel and get this over with.
You don't sound that excited.
It's simply been a long time coming. That's all.
This jewel is that important to you?
Yes, I suppose it is. I want this part of my life finished.
This little plan of yours has been one problem after another.
Tell me about it. Let's just get into the chateau while we can.
It's almost like this plan was set up to fail. With the key, inside we go.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Oh, well.
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us.
It seems we're not the only one with that type of small knife. Or the only person that's really good at throwing it.
You could have walked away.
Let's get this jewel and get out. Are you coming?
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly, alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
Waste of time. Head straight for the heart and make it help anyone who gets in our way.
Very well. If you insist. Let's move.
Oh, Hawk.
I'll probably show off in a bonus thing the stealth aspect.
That could have been less trouble.
Shouldn't we get the others?
How? We have to do this while we have the chance.
Let's find this jewel of yours then.
The stealth aspect is a lot like an actual stealth game.
Annoying and clunky?
Yeah.
There you go.
A lot of waiting around. Waiting for the guards to be in the right positions for you to do things. And if you get spotted by the guards, it's kind of just like, well, start over, sort of. I really want to read about this one. It's basically explaining that this is really, really fancy wine, or so they say.
It's actually shit, but we just tell people it's good.
And a chance to poison Leopold the Wyvern.
Oh, why would you do that?
There's absolutely no point in it. But we could, so we did.
I think Leopold's going to be an unhappy wyvern after that.
You wyvern murderer.
I'm just gonna give him an upset stomach. He probably shouldn't die. Throughout the DLC, every companion, barring Meryl, actually has at least one side quest, which basically is involving picking up various bits throughout the place. And they end up getting you a item. Surprising, these are some actually rather tough fights considering we have 2 people. And it seems everyone's learned the fatal weakness of Hawk. Throw people with bows and arrows at them.
I came here to stop needless death, not cause.
Well, you came with the wrong person.
What if there are others? I can't turn back. I have to do this.
What? There's something you aren't saying.
Nothing. I was just talking to myself. Sorry.
Out loud,
Let's finish what I've started.
like a weirdo.
That should do it.
What does Babette want now?
Her tea was too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Or her bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a
Get some nice little dialogue from the servants about people while you're up above them. And we just got the dictionary's definition of uncertainty. This here's a
You didn't try the cheese,
split
did you?
path.
Are you joking? It tastes of despair. I'm not a madman.
But we're only going this way because the other one is a circle with nothing for us.
You dropped the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed over the house. Took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
A nice little overview of what the stealth section would have to go through. Timing between guards and everything is just...
A pain in the ass.
Yeah, because this is not a game meant for that.
Giddy.
Even know what Talos was doing.
AI bugging out.
But Talos does have some really nice, unique moves. Unfortunately, after the DLC, she cannot be used.
And some people complained about the combat in Inquisition, but it's just a lot more dynamic.
I think the
You know.
the main problem would probably be there's just so much of it.
Not even then. I mean, I don't mind combat if it's not a headache, and it really wasn't a headache in Inquisition. You don't have like the back stab indicator and whatnot, you know, that you're in the flanking position or whatever, but combat rolls and the grappling chain and all of that, so you're, you know, it's not just this.
Not just, I walk in and
Yeah, well, stab a dude and then walk a little further and stab another dude and yada yada yada. It's, yeah, I really prefer it.
there are some special enemies here, or well, yeah, it's just they're not out in this area, but we will end up facing the supposed elite assassins of the legions that are not the crows, the Harlequins.
Done.
This is it.
Mind the bars, Hawk. Duh, Hawk.
It's never as easy as it seems, is it?
I swear I didn't know. There must be some sort of switch.
This is indeed a puzzle. A very, very simple puzzle, but a puzzle. It's switch the character who's not on the switch, and then look for the open door.
Because that's what I always do to a statue when I find it.
And there are those two chests that are in the lower area. They are a pain to get. Because you can get them. I just did not feel like it was necessary for me to go through the entire process for that. Because the exact switch combination involves you making it a lot easier if you do it from the start.
Something wrong?
I don't know.
Yes.
Don't fret, my dear.
Ambushed in a cutscene.
Wonderful.
It's not over yet.
But it is over. I knew who you were the moment you arrived. Assassin.
Assassin? I knew it.
You did?
I know thieves. You're clearly not a professional.
Clever girl. Have you also deduced that your elven friend is Qunari?
You're Qunari?
It's complicated.
I can't believe I fell for this.
Look, I came to stop the Heart from doing something we will all regret. She didn't. Leave her out of this.
And waste all the effort I spent luring you here before the Heart's arrival? Don't be foolish.
Ase hasatra mas.
Mas havas trasokulon. Take them away.
Thanks a lot, jerk.
So instead of, killing us, getting it over with, he does the illusion thing
Elf was Kunari.
and puts us in an underground dungeon in his
No
house.
beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
You're angry, aren't you? Look on the bright side. The Duke didn't have us killed. That's gotta be worth something, right? Unless he has something worse planned.
Why wait for the Duke? I can end this now.
I don't suppose you'd let me take my chances.
Give you an option to make up your own mind? Who does that?
Touché.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hassrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So you came here
Now we get to
believe in
basically
betraying your people?
interrogate
You
Talus
probably
about
don't believe me, but
all of this.
isn't a political mission. It's personal.
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hassrath. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Kunari?
Not every Kunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hassrath means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Kunari in line, but that's not...
That is it. Jesus.
hard to explain.
Yeah,
We're the secret police.
The soul of
the Ben Hassrath are the spies that go over to spy on it, go to the opposition and then also keep everyone in line. That is what they do. Iron Bull tells you this.
Our common goal.
That sounds very benevolent.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hassrath.
I am, or I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Kunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
So did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also Ferelden, with no reason to love Orlais, and incredibly competent. So
Yeah, that's a lie.
And
Yeah.
what was going to happen when all this was over?
Competency is not
we go
something we do too well as Hawk.
You thought I was that stupid?
Truth? You're Not exactly what I was expecting. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you, given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
So everything you told me was a lie?
Not everything.
So I simply missed the part where you're Qunari.
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
You're talking about butchers, out to destroy any sense of free will.
I'm talking about fighting to make things better.
By slaughtering anyone who disagrees with
Hawk, you're not exactly the,
So much better, I suppose.
best person to be bringing up that little point.
Starving? Being Qunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Qunari don't even understand
But
humans.
when somebody else does it, it's wrong.
But I grew up
Exactly.
I understand perfectly well.
Wait, aren't you here to kill someone for the Qunari?
I never said I was killing him for the Qunari.
So you're improving his lodge? Perhaps repeatedly?
I know it's hard to understand. Our way of thinking must seem so alien.
That's because it's dumb.
But just tell me.
It's dumb, and you never actually tell people what your way of thinking is.
Nothing to strive for.
You just yell at them about how you follow the Qun.
Striving together. We may stumble, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
People, you know,
I don't.
if you give them an explanation,
It's who I
maybe
am. I joined
they'd be
the
understanding.
House because I felt it meant something. Means something.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
It's been a long time since I talked to anyone about it. I suppose it's not really prison cell conversation.
You were misinformed. Clearly the mark of a skilled Qunari agent.
And there I was, making fun of the crows, too.
Just where do you get your information?
I read about it on the wall of a latrine. What can I say? Apparently the I was tricked thing is going around. The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
We wait for a rescue.
I don't want to hear another word out of you.
But I was just...
Not one word.
Is it alright if I hum? Or maybe whistle?
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
Hawk?
Can we go now? I don't think I like it in here.
So back through the castle then.
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army.
No, there's not.
You.
That's always the best way.
We found your equipment.
Then we should head for the caves.
And luckily, you know, Fenris was able to find our equipment.
Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
Carving our way out through the Duke's army sounds
Caves.
great.
I like caves.
And
No, you don't, Meryl.
Oh, right. Giant creepy spiders and things live in caves. What am I thinking of then? Ruins?
It's up to you which way you want to go, Hawk. I'll help you.
God bless her little brain damaged soul.
all 10 bits of